And this actually isn't a debut. The last time our special guest that's on the live line right now was on the show, I couldn't be there, and so it was just all Dixie. But now we get to finally chat for real. So please welcome Dixie back to the FLS.
Hello.
How are you? What an exciting day.
I know. I'm like so excited. Actually, I broke my phone, so I can't even be on any social media right now besides my laptop, and I have none of my passwords, so I'm like missing all the fun. But
oh my God, what a day to lose your phone or break your phone.
Yeah, so I have 4 hours until all my data is on my new phone, and then I can use it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Is there a good story behind breaking your phone?
Just dropped it on the bathroom floor. Very random, and it just completely shattered. So
oh my God.
I had to get a new phone and updating right now.
Wow, what a day for that to happen. Well, you know, it was cool. You dropped the song a couple weeks ago, and then the video came out today. I'm curious. This is because a lot of times people do it at the same time. When you stagger it like that, how do they compare and contrast in terms of like release date feels? Are they similar or are they different?
We honestly kind of did more for the release of the music video. The reason we split it up is because we shot the whole video and it was done, complete, whatever. And we just thought it could be better. It could be more psycho. So all of like the darker clips in the video all were from the second shoot day that we went back and did. And we were like, it's not going to be ready when the song's out, but I want it to be perfect. So we waited a little bit, and the release was yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you think, something I wanted to ask you about is how much more confident you are now than when you first started putting out music, around a year ago. Do you think you would have made that decision? Do you think you would have spoken up when you were just starting out to say, hey, I want to add stuff to this video? In my opinion, as the artist, as the lead in the video, this isn't done. Do you attribute that to your confidence?
Definitely not at all. I would have never been, in the beginning, I was very like, yeah, I love it. And now that I'm very comfortable and my team is so great, they helped kind of, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. They helped kind of get a voice out of me, and I just love how it all happened.
Yeah, it came out really fantastic with all the different looks. We'll dive into the video in a second, but I wanted to ask about the song first, because you've said that the song is inspired by one of your friend's ex-boyfriends, and I was curious, do you find yourself pulling more from the experiences of those around you when you're writing music, or more personal, like your personal experiences?
I definitely do a lot of personal experiences. This just so happened to be the first song, and I took a lot from other people's, but also my own little here and there. But most of my upcoming songs are about my life and storytelling and just kind of deeper telling my story,
Yeah. Do you find one approach is maybe faster or quicker than the other, or easier when you're writing about someone else's experience versus your own?
Oh, definitely. I kind of also put myself like as a character that I'm writing about instead of my life, because it's so much easier to talk when I'm working with writers like, oh, what do you think would be a good song if like this happened, even though it's like my life. It's just so much easier to not have it come directly from me.
Oh yeah. Do you ever do that in sessions where you're like, wouldn't this be a crazy story, but it's like actually a story about you?
Yeah, like psycho maybe. I don't know. Maybe more from my life than I say, but it's so much easier to say it's not.
Oh, I'm so happy you're saying this, because I think this is something that fans, especially, or just anyone, that enjoys music but doesn't make music and doesn't write music, it's really hard to talk about yourself, because through songwriting, there's also a lot of like self-admission, don't you find?
Oh, definitely. I write a lot, like in a notebook of just my feelings and stories, and when I bring that to a writing session, I'm like laughing, even if it's a really serious situation. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. And they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, no, let's write a cool song about it. So that's why a lot of my songs that are about emotions are very upbeat, because I like the mix of like taking, that time isn't going on in my life right this second, so I'm going to kind of bring it up,
Yeah, totally. Can you explain like writing camps? Because these are really cool things that you've been a part of. I think you've been to 3 different ones, which is pretty incredible, just in your time as an artist. How does a writing camp work though for like a casual music fan that doesn't really, you know, has never been to a writing camp?
Yeah, so I've done, you're right, 3 writing camps. I did, my first one was in LA and it was 2 weeks long, and we did it at my label studio, the Hitco studio, and they have 3 studios inside of like the building, and I just bounced back into each room with a different writer and producer in each room, and it would switch every day, and we would write 1 to 3 songs a day in each room, and just kind of a lot came out of it, and a lot that I love, and a lot you're probably going to hear soon. And that was really fun. I did the same thing in Miami, and then I did a more recent one in LA, but it's so cool getting to work with so many different people and then kind of crossing ideas sometimes, because 100%. I listen to every single instrument and background vocal, and then like I'll literally look up like the different instruments they're using in a song, because I hear it all now, which music has been a part of my life forever, but now that I'm actually doing it and releasing it, I've learned so much. So it's so cool. I can hear like all the little tiny backgrounds, and it's such a new experience, and it kind of changed the way that I looked at all music.
Well, it's a lot like, I'm sure you found this too, but it's a lot like learning a language, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Hey, I wanted to ask you've always been so cool to your fan base ever since, you know, you grew a fan base, and it's transferred over now to your music, and you've been using a lot of fan edits to promote the new single on Instagram, which I thought was so cool of you. What made you want to include them in the process?
Everyone who follows and supports me is so talented in so many different ways, and I just love, like, the fact that they're putting in their time to support me. I want to show them off. They're so talented. I love them all so much. I literally opened the mail today and I got my fans sent me a magazine, but all of like their art and things that they said about me, because it's my birthday next week, so they made a little birthday present to me. It's the cutest thing ever. I literally have art all over my walls. I'm like, read every letter. It's just so cute, and I really appreciate it, and why not show it off?
Oh yeah, it's incredible. I mean, any time that people, you know, take the time out of their life, right, to create something cool for you and something dedicated to you, I mean, it's beyond flattering. It must be moving, you know? No,
it's so amazing. And I haven't had a chance to meet anyone. The last meet and greet I did was beginning of 2020, so I can't wait to be able to meet everyone soon, and I'm gonna try to do as many things and get to meet as many people as I can.
Are you, speaking of that and just getting back to meet and greets and such, are you thinking about live performances yet? I know it's still very tricky with planning, you know, a tour or anything to that effect, but are live performances something you're thinking about?
Definitely live performances, probably sooner than you think, but yeah, I cannot wait to get on stage.
That's amazing. I know your fans are clamoring. I thought it was interesting that I was trying to do some quick math here. I know you've been saying you've recorded like, you know, 20 to 50 songs. You've recorded so many songs. And then I've also heard you say that all the songs you're sitting on, almost all of them will be out in the next 2 to 3 months. So are we thinking like a project, or where's your head at with that?
I think so. That's so far the plan. But I feel like the more we sit with songs, the more we're like, oh, we could do this. This could be added. This and this and this. So obviously timeline is a little all over the place, but hopefully something within the next couple months.
That's amazing. And so why was Psycho the song for right now?
I wanted to put something out that I created. I love this song so much. I love the kind of creepy pop, but also a fun story. And it was the first song that came out of the writing camp kind of by accident, and one of my favorites. So that's why we really pushed for this one. I wanted to show everyone that I'm taking this seriously. I love music. It's been a part of my whole life, and I'm ready to keep going.
You know, you're so busy in addition to your music. You know, you're filming your YouTube talk show. You're creating a fashion line with your sister. you're putting it, you're writing, all of these songs and you're working on all these songs. Do you ever get a day off? Like, what's like a chill, like the perfect chill day for Dixie? What does that look like?
Today is actually my day off. Today I've gotten out of bed once to get food from my door, and my boyfriend's going to come over and we're going to watch Outer Banks and then probably just not do anything. That's my perfect day off.
Am I missing out? I haven't seen Outer Banks, but I've heard amazing things. Am I missing out? Is that the show?
Okay, I did not watch it when it was popular, but I watched it like 2 months ago, and it is so good. It's not what you would think. I was very surprised of what the storyline was, and it's really good. I have not finished season 2 yet, though.
I got to check it out. You're like the 10th person this week to bring this up to me. Before we let you go, you even mentioned it before, the big 2-0. How are we feeling about the B-Day? Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm so excited. 20 is crazy. I started all this when I freshly turned 18, and now I'm going to be 20 years old, and the way my whole life has changed in these 2 years, I'm so proud of myself and so happy with where I am, but I can't wait to see how I keep growing and what I'm doing next year. It's
crazy. It's such a whirlwind. Has Charlie given any hints as to if she's going to try and top the Dior Jordans from last year?
I don't know. I don't really ask for anything, so I have no idea. People are like, what do you want? I said, I think I asked for snacks. I think that was my birthday request, but I'm unsure.
You're like, snacks and stream Psycho.
Yes, that is my birthday wish.
Totally. Well, the video is really stunning, Dixie, and it's cool for us at MTV to watch you grow and evolve with every release. So congratulations on the continued success, and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. All you guys have done for me, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now get that phone fixed.
Yes, I know. 3 more hours.
Yeah, it's getting there. All right, see you later, Dixie.
All right, thank you so much. Bye.
Dixie, everybody. That was awesome. How cool is Dixie? Very rad. I love that on her off day, she calls MTV. That's nice. And of course, Psycho's out. We played you the video, but if you're just joining the FLS, you got to check it out. It's really cool. And it's cool to, again, like see Dixie grow.